Hello everyone, welcome to Mini Tarot Tuesday here on the Golden Apple Tarot, where I, Eris, the Goddess of Chaos, will be using several small decks to answer your questions or suggestions. Thank you so much to all those booking personal readings with me, and thank you so much to all my bountiful abundant viewers and subscribers for watching. Today, as you can see by the title, we have a pick a card, but mini size, okay? And what I mean by that, I really do mean mini size. This is the size of the original card. These are the cards we're using today, okay? So everything is mini. So yeah, anyways, I wanted to include that because without a vantage point, the cards can look kind of regular size. I wanted to make it really clear how small all of these cards are. But disclaimer, please only take the information that resonates and leave the rest, as this is a general reading. So whichever sex is the opposite sex for you, take only what resonates. Please hit the like and subscribe button to join the Golden Apple family. It would be greatly appreciated. Today, we have 3 piles here to choose from. We have pile 1. We're choosing from oracle cards. So pile 1 is represented by Lizard Spirit, Dream the World into Being. We have pile 2, which is represented by Squirrel Spirit, Believe in Yourself. And we have pile 3, which is represented by Take the Lead, the Stag Spirit. Okay, so choose whichever one you feel intuitively called to choose. Please take your time picking a pile. Be sure to pause the video right now. If you need more time, the timestamps can be found below in the description box. Let's get it. Welcome to your reading, pile 1. Please check the description box if you'd like a personal reading with me. This is the pile for those who chose this oracle card, and there is another right under it. So we're going to go ahead and get started, guys. So these oracle cards I'm about to intuitively read represent how the opposite sex views you guys, okay? So we have Lizard Spirit, Dream the World into Being, and Swan Spirit, Time for a Deep Dive. First of all, the opposite sex feels like you can do kind of whatever you put your mind to, pile 1, with the Dream the World into Being. Also, when I look at this Lizard Spirit, I'm also kind of getting this vibe of chameleon or social chameleon, where you kind of blend in, or you can kind of fit into any social class. At least this is how people may be perceiving you, okay? This is all perceptions of others. But people feel like if you really put your mind to it, you can get it done. You can literally create the world that you see for yourself, okay? Also, with the Dream the World into Being, I feel like you may come off kind of dreamy or ethereal or not quite. It's giving me Pisces vibe. Pisces rising, Pisces sun. I don't know why I just heard Pisces moon as well, but it's giving me this vibe of people feeling like you're not even quite from Earth, or that there's this otherworldly energy to you. Or a lot of people may even feel like you're the man or the woman of their dreams. So the next card is Swan Spirit, which says Time for a Deep Dive. So they also feel like you have a very deep personality. There's a lot of different layers to who you are as a person. I heard they really like that. So they really like that, okay? Because Spirit said people really like that. You have a very deep personality, or people feel like you have a lot more to you than meets the eye, okay? First, let's take a look at what the opposite sex notices about you first. Okay, so what are the first few things people of the opposite sex notice about you? So off rips, some of them already know they want to spend more time with you. Also, we have like simplicity. So the opposite sex may notice that you like or that you may prefer for things to be a little bit more simpler, or you're not into the over extravagant or into any drama or anything like that. You like for things to be clean, clear cut, simple. We have guys, please only take what resonates. Musty, or wears too much cologne or perfume. And then we have the banjo or the ukulele. So you could be into music in some way. Look, this is just people's perception, okay? So some people may feel like maybe you wear too much perfume or too much cologne. Or yeah, that's all I can say. Or you could be musty. I mean, hopefully not. Hopefully not, but I wasn't expecting that card to come out. I'm sorry. So we have has their guard up, introvert. So the opposite sex may also notice that you may be more introverted around them, or you may have your guard up around them, or this is how they feel, men and women alike. whoever the opposite sex is for you, they feel like you're very guarded and you don't let people in easily, which is why they may also feel like there's a lot. Anyway, sorry for that, guys. Yeah, they feel like there's a lot more to your personality. Okay, so let's see. We have the King of Pentacles, stable or emotional offer. Oh, it says stable emotional offer. I can't even read my own handwriting, y'all. Likes material things. So the opposite sex may feel like, I heard perhaps you like material things. There's some things, of course, where they're unsure and they don't know for sure. But I heard some are wondering if you like material things. Like maybe they can get your attention if they offer you material things. But I'm also feeling like the opposite sex feels like they have to come towards you with an actual stable offer. It cannot be this, that, the third, and whatever and what have you. Like they feel like you're not really into stuff like situationships or short term or one night stands and things of that nature. They may perceive you or feel like you would be more into committed offers. Okay, so we have the Knight of Cups. Love language, gift giving or receiving gifts. Okay, so the opposite sex is wondering what your love language is also. And we have wants to be taken seriously. So the opposite sex wants to be taken seriously by you. So they're wondering if you're into short-term things because they feel like you aren't. Yeah, they feel like they can't come towards you with half-baked experiences or just for one night. This is how people are seeing you. They have to be stable. They have to be willing to commit and show you that they're willing to commit to you. Interesting. So the next card we have here is the Ace of Wands or the Ace of Bowls, Spark of Life. Give me 1 second, guys. I wanted the lighting to be a bit better. So yeah, with the Ace of Wands, fire or passion. There is something about you that comes off very fiery. Maybe you have a lot of fire in your chart, or it could just be your energy. Like you just come off very passionate, like you have a lot of vitality or you have a lot of energy within you. And then we have the 10 of Pentacles, home. So I also feel like, wow, the 10. People feel like you feel like home. I was trying to word it in a way that wasn't weird. People feel like you feel like home to them or you remind them of home. So some people may even tell you that, you know, your energy feels familiar to them or it's like they've known you before. But you remind people of home, of coziness, of warmth. Not of their actual home as a child where they grew up, but a home where they're accepted, where they are loved, where they are encouraged. You make people feel very safe and at home in themselves and their skin when they are around you, Pawan. Interesting. Wow, so the opposite sex really? Okay, go ahead then, Pawan. Next, we'll see what the opposite sex finds most attractive about you, Pawan. Okay, so the first card we have here is the 6 of Pentacles. I already get this vibe of people feeling like you may be very charitable or loving, or I'm hearing compassionate, or you may be very giving. Also, I'm also getting like this housewife or house husband kind of vibe where people... This is interesting. Want you to stay home. Like people want to come home to you. Power one. This is what the opposite sex or a good majority of them find most attractive about you is you look like home. Like you represent home or someone they can come home to. Someone people want to come home to. Like with this loaf of bread, like they want you at home cooking, baking, whether you're a man or a woman. Okay. It's career women out here that want men to stay at home and, you know, take care of the children, take care of the household, etc., etc. But they feel like you're a homemaker or you make a home. Oh, okay. I just heard you make a house a home. Like you're the final addition to make a house a home to the opposite sex. Like, yeah. So we have the Queen of Wands. Okay, so you're also, opposite sex also feels like you're very attractive or very alluring. You have this, again, this fiery energy about you, whether you're a fire sign or not. So, yeah. Also, excuse any noise you may hear in the background. But what I was saying was, again, there's a highlight of your energy coming off very fiery and very passionate. Maybe some people feel like you're a little I don't know, I heard feisty, or you got a little bit of a temper and that kind of turns people on. Okay, interesting. Yeah, I don't know why I'm saying something about your temper. Maybe you're slow to anger, but once you're angry, people like that, or people find that attractive, probably. I don't know how else to say what I'm saying. I just saw 10:10 on the clock too. And then we have the Queen of Swords. So the opposite sex also feels like you will not put up with no bullshit though, okay? Despite how attractive or how fine you may be or how alluring you may be, you are not, they don't feel like you're very likely to put up with any old kind of bullshit. So people don't want to come to the front door with their crap, with their trash, because they feel like you're not going to put up with it. The next card we have is the Eight of Swords. And it's funny because this came out right after the Queen of Swords. And if you see the way that this bird right here is looking, it's almost like people just know they can't imprison you or trap you. Or people, the opposite sex feels like they can't trap you. I'm hearing they want to. And you know, there's all kind of ways to trap people. So just be aware, y'all, because I also heard they want to with the Eight of Swords, or keep you blindfolded in some way. It's like you don't play the mind games. People feel like they can't play mind games with you. Yeah, look. Seven of Wands. I'm sorry if you hear me like pause before saying the number. I'm trying to remember the numbers. Yeah, so the Seven of Wands, because I don't like counting the stuff on the card. Like, that's just doing too much to me personally. Yeah, it's like you're very defensive. You don't take no shit. Like, you're just not with the bullshit. You're not. So you're not having it. When people come around with some caca, you're not with it. Like, your hackles raised, or somehow you catch wind of what it is they're trying to do. So you outsmart people. The opposite sex feels like you outsmart them, or you're smarter than them. So they better not even try it with the games, because you're going to pick up on it very fast, or you're going to realize what's really going on really quickly. But at the same time, that makes people more attracted to you, because they can't do what they do with everyone else with you. They have to figure out how they're going to come towards you. They actually have to, you know, think about it. Because at the end of the day, you beat out all competition. You always, or at least it's not what the opposite sex is saying. You beat out the odds. You beat the competition. No one compares. So it's just like, how can they come towards you if you catch on to bullshit so quickly? If you catch on to mind games, if you're so smart and intelligent, how can they, you know, trap you or play their usual games? And some people really, that's all they know is mind games. That's all they know how to do, because that's all they ever saw growing up was the people around them playing mind games. Some people really never saw a healthy interdependent relationship with others, and they never had one either. So when it comes to you, it's like you're high maintenance or higher tier, because they've never actually understood or been taught how to have healthy relationships with others, if I'm making sense. Okay, Pauline? Lastly, we're going to check out the biggest or most common reason why the opposite sex wants to approach you. Like, what about you just draws the opposite sex towards you? Also, even though we got two queens earlier, the Queen of Wands and the Queen of Swords, King and Queen is just energy in tarot, okay? That does not mean man or woman. It is just energy. So the first card we have here is Fairy of the Highlands. It's time to be brave. So, wow, that's crazy. The most common reason why they want to approach you, I feel like you seem so innocent and so just in your lonesome, on your own, but look at this sword. And we see that with the Queen of Wands too, with this sword. Even in the Queen of Wands, this is the Queen of Swords, I'm sorry. Even in the Queen of Wands, you can see, like, yes, you're very attractive and very beautiful, but you're dangerous. So people feel like they have to be brave, because you might cut them down, especially if they come to you on some bull crap, or they're not being 100% honest. Like, you can easily see through the facade. We have Dress of Alchemy, release your power. So another reason people want to come towards you. It's like you're dangerous, but it's so tempting. I don't know. And when I say dangerous, I mean you could really hurt people's feelings. You know, there's some people where if you approach them, you're like, if they say no, they just say no. It's whatever. But some people really feel like if I say no and pile one rejects me, it's over. Like, self-esteem crushed. that's how some people are going to feel. And I also feel like you're very powerful. You have a lot of power, or you have very high standards. There's something about you where, yeah, they just can't, they have to come towards you correct. And that, I don't know, I just heard Spirit say that turns people on, that they have to kind of level up just to even get at you or try to talk to you. So we have Death in the Maiden, Invasion, Boundaries Violated, Dominance. What did I say earlier with the, what is that? The Eight of Swords? People, it's like they want to trap you or blindfold you to the truth, or they want to play mind games and do the shit that they do with everybody else with you, but they can't, because somehow you see through it. Like, people want to violate your boundaries. I don't know why. I mean, it's kind of stupid, but there are people of the opposite sex who see you and kind of want to break you down a little bit or dominate you, especially if you come off so powerful, man or woman. Other people may want to like get this idea in their head that they can conquer you, like you're a conquest or you're something to be, you know, taken down. So we have Fairy of the Green World. The natural world needs you. You see this crystal ball here? She got these magical ass wings. So once again, it's like people, you just know shit somehow with the crystal ball. Like, you know, they peer in the crystal balls to get information in Western society. And I kind of feel like the reason it's in this picture is because that's what people feel. Also, you may be very connected to the earth. You may be very connected to Mother Nature. And that's funny because the next card we have is Breaking Dawn. So the most common reasons or biggest reasons why the opposite sex wants to approach you is because you look like, you're like a breath of fresh air. You look like new beginnings. You look like happiness. Anyways, just ignore that. You look like success, and they want to have this success with you. Also, I'm seeing the number 333 here, if you can see at the top of these cards, 333. So yeah, all right, part one, that's all I have for you today. Please check the description box if you like a personal reading with me. Thanks so much for watching, and also comment below if this reading resonated. If it did not resonate at all, feel free to check out any other piles or videos you feel drawn to. Bye. Welcome to your reading, pile 2. It's 17:17 on the clock. So 1717 angel number is important for you. Please check the description box if you like a personal reading with me. This is the pile for those who chose this oracle card. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump into this. First of all, these cards, these oracle cards on top are how the opposite sex views you, pile 2. We have Believe in Yourself, Squirrel Spirit, and Sandpiper Spirit. Be playful. Ooh, so I'm hearing a lot of messages. One, people, it's like you bring out people's inner child. People want to be playful with you. People want to play. When people see you, they just get a boost of energy. It's like your inner child connects with other people's inner child, and they just get really giddy or something. Like they want to play with you. People want to play. So you awaken this kind of, whether they're adults or not, you awaken a more childish energy in people. You may even tell people a lot, or end up having to tell people you're playing too much or you play too much, and you bring it out of people. Okay, people don't understand why, but you do. So that's how they view you. They also may, the opposite sex also may feel like you can be very playful and very goofy, and that's why they want to be playful with you. Okay, so even though I feel like you're very mature, because I was just about to say, even though you come off very mature, so people feel like you come off very mature, and yet you also can be very playful, very goofy, and people like that about you. People like versatility. Yeah, you're versatile. You're a multifaceted being. So we have Squirrel Spirit, Believe in Yourself. I feel like people, the opposite sex in particular, once again, this is kind of like pile 1's message, but if you believe in yourself, the opposite sex thinks you can do whatever you want. You can have whoever you want. You can go wherever you want. As long as you believe in yourself, it can be so. That's how powerful the opposite sex feels that you are, okay? If you put your mind to it. Also, I'm hearing you, people of the opposite sex feel like you're a hard worker. But if you put your mind to it, you really can achieve anything. That's how they feel, okay? So I heard there's no stopping you. Yeah, there's no stopping you. And see, I'm talking way faster with this pile than I was pile 1. So I feel like you kind of up the energy wherever you go. Like whenever you walk into a room, the energy kind of, the vibration goes up a few notches, and people have to meet you at your level. So yes, that's great, pile 2. Yeah, we're on pile 2. So let's take a look at what the opposite sex notices about you first. Again, this is people's perception, so take it as it resonates. Okay. So the first card we have here is the King of Wands. Very passionate, big dig energy. Ooh. So I'm hearing this is both my viewers and this is the opposite sex who wants to come towards you. Okay. People who have a lot of energy. Also people who are passionate. But it's kind of like people feel like you're very passionate. So they have to meet you at your level. They have to match your energy. So they want to be just as passionate as you are to show you they really are into you. With the big dick energy, like I say, your energy, yeah, when you walk in the room, you raise the vibration, you raise the energetic vibration of the room a couple notches, and people end up either being extremely uncomfortable and wanting to leave because the pressure is too much, because that's what happens when the vibration is raised. It can apply pressure to people. So either the pressure is applied and they leave, like maybe they complain of headaches, or like, I don't know, their joints hurt or something. But other people are made to match you where you are, okay? So they tend to kind of grow or go with you when the vibration is raised, or they just leave. So we have creative pursuits, talented. So opposite sex feels like you're very talented or you're very creatively, I don't know why I just heard the words creatively well endowed, which to me is just a translation of big dick energy, but creatively. Okay, so you're extremely talented when it comes to your creative pursuits. I heard you have crazy amounts of talent, crazy ideas. A lot of them are wonderful. So the opposite sex, if you've ever told the opposite sex like about your ideas, whether they're attracted to you, whether they're just friends, family, whoever, whatever, what have you, because obviously we have family members that are of the opposite sex. They think your ideas are great. Pile 2. They think your ideas are really great. We have book or street smart, businessman, hard worker, or a businesswoman. So this is funny because we've seen this with the scorecard. People feel like you're really intelligent, you're really smart, and you're a hard worker. Wow, the opposite sex has a lot of good things to say about you. Pile 2. So we have party animal, extrovert. So even if you're an introvert, you may come off as an extrovert, or even if it's like, say you're with a group of close friends and family, and some people of the opposite sex who don't know you, they see you with your friends and family and you're laughing, you're enjoying yourself. They may feel like you're more of an extrovert, even if you are an introvert for the most part, especially around people you don't know. So yeah, some of the opposite sex feels like you're very outgoing and you get along well with lots of different people. Okay, so the next card we have is Pleasure Seeker of Cups, which there's no such thing as that in tarot. I made that up. We have has a sweet tooth, instant gratification. Ooh, okay. So the opposite sex also feels like you may have a bit of a sweet tooth, or you may like sweets in some way. Again, take whatever resonates and leave the rest. And then instant gratification, maybe some people of the opposite sex feel like you want what you want when you want it, and you get what you want. Okay, there is nothing wrong with that, pile 2. So let's keep going. We have the Ancestor. What did I say? It's your energy. There's something about your energy that's very divine. A lot of divinity, because I'm seeing the moon right here, the crescent moon. And also people feel like they can sense your ancestors. People may not have a name for it, a word for it, or know exactly what's happening, but people can feel the pressure shift when you walk in a room. And when you walk in a room, you don't walk in alone. I heard you rolling deep. You got like 5, 6, I heard 5, 6, 8 ancestors around you at any given time, just chilling, or angels or spirit guides. Like they all roll in the room. I just keep hearing you, you like 5 bodies deep. Okay, your ancestors really be right there with you wherever you go. So when you walk in the room, the energy definitely shifts because your ancestors are there too. So it's not even just your energy that's boosting the energy of the room. Your ancestors also are affecting the energy levels in the room, and people feel that. They may not have a name for it, but people can kind of tell there's some kind of other energies, or there is a bigger presence when you walk in the room. Okay. Look, we have the 3 of Stones, or 3 of Pentacles. Creativity. You're a fucking creative genius or something, pile 2. I don't know what you do creatively, but the opposite sex thinks that shit is so cool. It's so attractive. It's so unique. They've never met anyone who does what you do and is so good at it. Like, I don't know. Opposite sex really feels like you're just extremely freaking creative, and this is what they notice about you, okay? Next, we'll see what the opposite sex finds most attractive about you, Pile 2. Okay, so the first card we have here is the Ten of Swords. This to me is the opposite sex. I feel like they feel like you've been through a lot. And even if you see the hearts here, it may have been romantically that you've been through a lot or you experienced a lot in your personal relationships. It doesn't even have to be romantically either. It could be your relationships with family members. I heard falling out with people, friendships. So the opposite sex may feel like you've been through a lot personally in regards to others around you. But the Nine of Pentacles, you didn't let that shit stop you. So the opposite sex was like you kind of stayed in your bag. Okay, you stay focused on yourself, or you stay focused on your career and working on your own goals, regardless of what other people got going on. With this Ten of Swords, it's like I don't know why, but I'm hearing, again, this is other people's perception, okay? They don't see all parts of your journey. But I feel like they think people try to stop you or try to keep you down, or people backstab you, and you keep going. Like, you don't let that stop you. And they think that's so attractive. Like, you don't let no heartbreak, no nothing really stop you from growing. And yeah, I'm hearing growing, because you see the Nine of Pentacles is going to grow into the 10. So a lot of people of the opposite sex feel like you stay focused, okay? You don't let nothing shake you. Something might rattle you a little bit, but it don't shake you and break you down. I don't know why I'm hearing it doesn't break you down. So, oh damn, I heard even some people who may have put you in this Ten of Swords energy watched you limp or walk away, still like focused on your goals, still trying to make it happen for yourself. Like, if they hurt you or broke your heart or something, it's like they watched you walk away with your dignity. They watched you walk away and just go build elsewhere. Like, you didn't let that shit stop you. That's how a lot of the opposite sex feels. Like, you just don't let nothing, none of that bullshit they try to bring your way stop you. And they find that attractive. So it's a lot of people that may have tried to mess you over that still find you very, very attractive. And even more so because your self-respect and your self-worth has went through the roof, because you know it. You recognize your worth. At least that's what the opposite sex feels. And you walk away when the time is right, or when you feel the time to walk away, you walk away. Again, this is people's perception, okay? So we have the Hanged Man. This, again, it's like you don't let nobody keep you stuck. Like, even if they was to tie your ass to a tree, tie your ass up so you couldn't go nowhere. Look at the next card, the King of Wands. You're still going somewhere. It doesn't matter. So it's like, if anyone ever tried to stop you, keep you down, even people you may not realize were trying to trap you or keep you trapped, or, keep you down, keep you strung up, you got out of it. Like, you managed to move away anyway. People can't keep you stuck. That's what I'm saying. People can't keep you stuck. People can't keep you down and out or feeling sad. And it's like your self-worth. It's so attractive to people. So a lot of people of the opposite sex feel like you have a lot of self-worth. And with the King of Wands, we literally got that twice, y'all. Huge, big dick energy. I'm serious when I say when you walk in the room, your energy changed the whole vibe, okay? Your energy changes the whole vibe, and you be on the go. People feel like you be on the move. You get shit done. It doesn't matter, okay? So you may make a lot of, or people of the opposite sex feel like you make a lot of mind over heart decisions. They can't trap you by trying to play on your emotions, play on your feelings, because that shit don't stop you, okay? You keep going. Damn, I also just heard people say you just keep going and keep going and keep going. Like, when is this person going to be stopped? Who is going to stop Pile 2? Somebody please stop them. It's people watching you succeed right now, Pile 2. Swear to God, that are wondering, like, stupefied. How the fuck did you do it? How are you still going? Like, after we done did this to you, after we done tied you up, how are you still getting money? Like, how are you still focused on your goals? How are you still moving forward? Like, they don't fucking understand. And look, the star, hope, healing, happiness. Yes, the divine. That's how. The divine spirit loves you. You are blessed and highly favored, Pile 2. And that's what people don't understand. As long as you keep moving towards your blessings, as long as you keep being yourself, you're going to continue to win. And with the King of Wands, it's like, how the fuck, even I'm seeing people say, how the fuck you go from the King of Wands being that big dick energy, making the whole energy in the room shift when you walk into being the star. Some people feel like this shit ain't even fair, Pile 2. Like, how the fuck did Pile 2 do it? How did you go from being already in your power to more in your power after we tried to stop you? That's what I'm hearing. And that wasn't even just for the opposite sex. I'm hearing that goes for friends, family, everybody. God damn it. It's a lot of people around you, Paul, too. And it's a lot of people you left that are watching you win right now. And they're just like, how? How? They don't get it. They don't get how. I just keep hearing somebody say how. Like, they're angry and they're just like, how the fuck did they do it? Anyways, let's keep going. I must be talking to star seeds or something right now, because this is getting real wild. Like, yes, this is some good energy, even though people are jealous of it. But ultimately, what let me reiterate. What is the opposite sex find most attractive about you? Your drive to keep going, but ultimately it's like you're the star here. They can't see nobody but you. Like, people are literally just watching you win, watching you succeed. Even if you don't feel like you're succeeding, it's people that are watching that feel like you just winning right now. Okay. So lastly, we're going to check out the biggest or most common reason why the opposite sex wants to approach you, because people can think you fine and not approach you. So we're going to see what reasons people approach you the most for. Okay. So we have mend a broken heart fairy, healing from heartache. I ain't even playing when I say, look, Pautu, who are you? Who are you? Because you're strong as hell. People feel like you're strong as hell, and heartbreaks, like people trying to mess you over, don't even stop you. So it's really a lot of people from your past that may have caused past hurts to you that regret what they did, and a lot of them want to come back because they're saying right here, healing from heartache, like they've see that they didn't stop your shine. They see they didn't stop your growth, your glow. Okay, you hit a glow up, and people feel like, damn, I ain't even stop shawty. I ain't even stop shorty from doing them, you know. And shorty, man or woman, it's like people didn't even stop you. You just kept going, kept healing, kept trying, and you're going to see success. Seriously. So that's the biggest reason people approach you, is that you're strong. You come off as if you have a lot of inner and personal strength. You come off as someone who perseveres. Like, you really don't let nothing get in the way of your goals. And people love that shit because you come off so ambitious. So we have Amara, aloha healing. Once again, like, you quite literally, people, especially of the opposite sex, particularly a lot of people who've already may have tried to break your heart or tried to break you down or did break your heart, feel like you just was like, okay, whatever, I'll just go heal over here by myself. So you may not be, I heard whatever happened, people, especially your exes, etc., feel like you didn't beg, you didn't cry, like you didn't beg them to stay. You knew your worth, and so you walked away. That's what a lot of your past partners of the opposite sex are seeing, is that you walked away. Unlike most people they're used to dealing with, they couldn't manipulate you using your emotions or using the feelings you have for them. It was harder for them to do that. And at some point you walked away to heal yourself regardless, one way or another. Oh, we have Sewer Mermaid. Your sensuality is beautiful. So I also feel like it's funny because this is talk about sewer. Like, to me, gunk, things from the past. And you were not worried. You were like, you know what? Yeah, gunk from the past, and you healed it anyway. You weren't worried. You continued to move forward. And people, that's why people want to approach you. So a lot of people that want to approach you, Paul, too, are probably people from your past, or people that already had run-ins with you previously. Because I'm not picking up a lot of like new energy in regards to like, how would they know that you heal graciously and you move on graciously if they've never dealt with you before, you know? So yeah, also, yeah, people are really attracted to you because they feel like you're very sensual, very sexual. So I'm hearing it's a lot of people that miss sex with you, or it's like a lot of people that feel like they missed out on the opportunity to have sex with you. Okay. Ooh. My camera not even focused. Sorry, y'all. So we have Witch at the End of the World. An important end, a new beginning. I'm telling you, it's a lot of people from your past. This is so weird. I wasn't expecting this. Wow, that's crazy. I wasn't even looking at the next card, y'all. I just laid the cards out and got to reading. But you're about to be going into new beginnings. So a lot of people are going to start approaching you because you're getting new beginnings. Like, you're the fucking star. Of course you're getting new beginnings. Of course things are looking up for you. Yeah. Don't let nobody steal your shine or your light. And lastly, the last card is Shallow Grave. You miss someone. It's a lot of people missing you. It's a lot of people you outgrew. I heard out transformed, whatever that means. But that's what I heard in my head. Like, you transformed beyond these people. And they're baffled. They're like, how the fuck? Like, It's people that you may have walked away from that swore up and down you was going to be back. Swore up and down you would come back to them. And meanwhile, you've continued to move on with your life. You continue to heal and grow. And they still missing your ass right now. Whoever my viewer is that's watching, they still missing your ass. That's so funny to me. So that's the most common reason why people approach you, is because you come off as someone who has a lot of worth. You're very high value because you know your worth. If you don't know your worth, you're very high value. Okay. Once you realize that, it's over. People can't just get whatever they want from you because you now realize your own value. Okay. Yeah. By the way, other people don't determine your value. You do. So if you determine that you are bottom shelf, dollar shelf, that's where you're going to be. Okay. I'm just saying, it's not about what other people think. It's about what you are willing to accept and put up with, Paul, too. And I really feel like these people from your past are talking about, oh, they miss you and they understand why I had to end. Like, it's like an important end, a new beginning. Like, oh, it's like they're saying, oh, I understand why I had to end. I understand why you had to move away, but I miss you. No, fuck you. That's how I feel. Anyway, that's how I feel, Paul, too. So do what you will, because there's going to be some people trying to come back for you. Okay. Now that they see you succeeding and winning on your own. But that's all I have for you today, Paul 2. Please check the description box if you like a personal reading with me. Thanks so much for watching. Also, comment below if this reading resonated. If it did not resonate at all, feel free to check out any other positive videos you feel drawn to on my channel. Bye. Welcome to your reading, pile 3. Please check the description box if you like a personal reading with me. This is the pile for those who chose this oracle card. Take the lead. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. The cards on top are how the opposite sex views you guys. So we have take the lead, static spirit, and seahorse spirit, watch and wait in reverse. So already I'm getting a lot of energy off of this pile. I feel like the opposite sex, one, feels like you are someone, I don't know why I'm getting this in two different ways. Some of you, my viewers, take the lead in your personal relationships and in all areas of your life. And some of you take the lead a lot in your personal endeavors, but you let your partners come to you. Okay, so take it as it resonates, because both of those are a form of leadership. Okay, you still take charge. For example, I take charge in my creative endeavors, but I personally don't feel like I should have to chase anyone. So I let people come to me. Like, I'll express my interest, but I'm not going to chase you. Okay, I'm not going to run after nobody, and I'm not going to make nobody run. But spirit, okay, I meant to say the opposite sex, but spirit feels like you take the lead when it's necessary. So that was spirit saying that, because I clearly just said spirit said. Also, with seahorse spirit in reverse, I feel like the opposite sex is like, when you want something, you go get it. Okay, you're not waiting for nobody. Yes, I'm seeing it now. So a lot of my pile 3s, the opposite sex feels like you will not wait on them to give you what makes you happy. You will not wait on them to make you happy. You will go take the lead and make yourself happy. You will go do what makes you happy. You will go get someone that you're happier with if they get to stuttering and fuck it up. I don't know why that's what I'm hearing, but people feel like you are very choosy. Okay, and you don't watch and wait to see if someone's gonna keep doing you dirty. It's like once you're hip to whatever is going on, I realize it doesn't look straight on camera, but once you're hip to what's going on, you're just not having that shit. That's what a lot of people feel like of the opposite sex anyway. So let's take a look at how the opposite sex, let's take a look at what the opposite sex notices about you first, pile 3. Okay, now remember, all of this is other people's perception, so take what resonates, through the rest. Okay, so the first card we have here is likes attention, beautiful or handsome. So some people of the opposite sex may feel like you like attention, or you get a lot of attention because you're very attractive. So that's for quite a few of you watching. We have quick learner, resting bitch face. That's funny. So it's kind of conflicting. There's a lot of different people that are watching my pile 3s, because with the resting bitch phase, it's almost like you come off very unapproachable. It's hard to approach you, pile 3, for some of you. And then others of you, people feel like you may be a little bit more outgoing with likes attention. To me, if you're someone that people think likes attention, you attract a lot of it and you kind of bask in it, or you come alive in it. But with the resting bitch face, it's almost like people feel like you attract a lot of attention, but you're not even totally aware or immersed in that kind of energy. You're just kind of off in your own world. And yeah, with quick learner, The opposite sex also feels like you pick up on things very, very fast or very quickly. You're very smart or very intelligent, or this is how they perceive you. We have talks to multiple people, used to people catering to them. Ooh, I heard pretty privileged. So I heard a lot of people of the opposite sex actually feel like you may indulge in multiple situationships, or you, like it literally says with the talk in quotation. What I mean by talk is kind of be involved, but not really. So it's kind of like you'll flirt with people, or people feel like you'll flirt with them, but you will not be at all serious in any way, or you won't even be taking their offer serious. Also, people feel like they have to cater to you, actually, because they feel like a lot of other people of the same sex as them cater to you. So they want to do it too, because they want your attention. They want to, I heard play the game. They want to play the game to win you, or to get your favor is what I heard. Okay. So some people may, even if you're not talking to multiple people, people may just feel that way because you're very attractive. Okay. So they may assume, oh, pile 3 has to have a bunch of hoes or whatever, has to have a bunch of people on their nuts in their phone because they're attractive. That's really how some people think. So we have King of Cups. We have tough on the outside, soft on the inside, may stalk or watch you. Okay, so there are definitely people watching you, pile 3. But also I feel like people think you, with this, excuse my throat chakra, guys. I don't know why it started messing up on this pile. It was fine the whole video. But with the resting bitch face and the tough on the outside, soft on the inside, it's like people feel like once they get past that tough shell of yours, or once they get past that pretty but intimidating face, I don't know why, or attractive but intimidating face, which I'm also hearing, even if you're a guy, people still feel like you're pretty. Like, I'm just hearing pretty, and people staring at you and their eyes are like sparkling or something. I don't know if this is like an anime or something, but people watch you, or just, yeah, like stalk you. People watch you and want to learn more about you because they don't know much. So a lot of these people of the opposite sex are probably people who are romantically interested in you, or interested in you in a deeper way. Because not all the piles got this. Yeah, look, it says a big softy, stern or tough love. So again, even if you do come off intimidating, people feel like you're probably a big softy once you get down to it. Like, you're just a big old teddy bear, okay? You're not really that hard. So whether you're a man or a woman, people feel like you may give off this facade of being tough, or, not opening up very easily, but on the inside people think you're more mushier, more softer, more sensitive. Also, yeah, people of the opposite sex may feel like you're a bit stern as well. I don't know why I heard teacher vibes just now, but anyway, the next card we have is Page of Cups, Otter. And it's funny because the next card is the Knight of Arrows, or the Knight of Swords, Hawk. People watch you like closely. I don't feel like either of these cards are talking about characteristics of you, except you're very observant. People may feel like you're very observant, but I'm mostly seeing people watch you intently. Both of these animals are watching intently. Whoa, I am having like a hot flash or something right now, y'all. I don't know if people get overheated when they're looking at you or what, but for some reason I just got my body temperature rose all of a sudden. So okay, if people, and that was happening while I was saying people watch you. So if people watch you, it's like, I don't know, you make their body temperature increase, or people get kind of hot, like genuinely, ooh, I don't know, maybe you're that attractive. People physically feel that attracted to you. But for some reason, my body temperature definitely just rose, and I just saw 43 on the clock. So yeah, a lot of people are attracted to you, pile 3, and a lot of people watch you in hopes of learning more about you. So that's the things that people notice about you first, is that you're definitely not as tough as you come off, or you're not as intimidating in person as you are before they approach you. So next we'll see what the opposite sex finds most attractive about you. Okay, you guys got the most of these cards out of everyone. Also, look up angel number 1444 because I just saw that as well. But we have the Tower. I don't know why I just heard you shock people, or it's things that you do that shock people. Like, people are not expecting this from you. So what do people find? What does the opposite sex find most attractive about you? I feel like with the Queen of Pentacles being right after, the Tower, you're just, I heard you either look like money, you look like you earn a lot of money, or you look like you have the potential to earn a lot of money. And it's shocking to people for some reason. Also, I'm just hearing it's like you're very classy. Again, regardless of whether you're a man or a woman, you come off as someone who's more elegant, or someone who is kind of, how can I say, not very brash or aggressive in an outward way. Like, you are very reserved. You keep to yourself. Maybe you're more private. And this is shocking to people for some reason. Like, you as a person in general, I heard people are shocked that there is a man or there is a woman out there like you. Genuinely. That's what people find most attractive about you, is that there's not really anybody like you. You're very unique. Okay. And with the Queen of Pentacles, again, because you're so unique, even the way you earn money may be unique, or the way that, and you know, the Queen of Pentacles also can represent a wife. So I'm getting like wife material or husband material. But I feel like people think you're very abundant. Oh, I heard a provider, a home provider. Okay, so here's what I'm saying. If you're a man, people feel like you're a good provider and you could really provide for them. Again, switch around how you need to. But if you're a woman, I feel like people think the same thing, but more in the sense that you provide for their home. This is just what I'm getting intuitively. Like, I'm not just trying to make up gender roles and shit here. People really feel like, for men who are watching this pile, you would be a very good father, a good father figure, a good figure to have in their community. And if you're a woman, same thing. People feel like you're a very good mother figure or a very good figure to have in their community. I heard a figurehead. You're a leader. People feel like you really are a leader. You just take the lead. That's interesting. And also, again, I'm hearing the way you make money. I don't know. Maybe you have multiple businesses, or you have a good job. Even if you don't feel like you have these things, people of the opposite sex are perceiving you to be kind of like a homemaker, or you take care of the home. And that goes for both men and women watching this pile. Okay. So, wow, that's funny. Look, we have the Wheel of Fortune. I'm telling you, change. People feel like you are also a breath of fresh air. I think that they got that for pile 2. So people feel like you're, I just heard positive as well, but things turn in your favor. Like, you're very fortunate, or you have a lot of good fortune, a lot of luck. And again, this kind of ties right back into people feeling like you're abundant, or you can provide something more for people. Okay. So people are just shocked by you in general. I heard your whole existence. Like, wow, there's really somebody out there like this. I never knew that. Okay, so you kind of break people's expectations. That's why people are immediately shocked, even though they're so attracted to you, is because you break their expectations, of their regular expectations of the kinds of men and women that they tend to gravitate towards. So we have the 8 of Pentacles here. It's like people are watching you work or something. It's something about what you do for work. I don't know. It doesn't matter. Like, you see the easel and the pencil and the hammer. Like, no matter what you do for work, whether, I don't even think that's an easel. I think that's actually like a, I forget what it's called. It's to draw circles or some shit. But I feel like people think whether you write, whether you draw, whether you paint, whether you build houses, architecture, whatever it is that you do for a job or a career, or whatever it is that you've been mentioning that you want to do, the opposite sex finds that very inspirational, and they're very attracted to it. Like, there's something about your job people really like, or something about the way that you build up stability, the way that you work on things, that's very attractive. I heard ambitious. So you may come off very ambitious, very work oriented. I heard a bit of a workaholic for some of you, but yeah, also very hardworking. Oh, go ahead then, pile 3. So we have Page of Swords. Once again, with the watching, like, people really watch you. Wow. And I was just saying how it's like people watching you work. Literally, again, I just lay the cards out. I don't even look at them too closely, because I just be interested in getting them laid out. So people literally, with the Page of Swords, are watching you work. Quite literally. That's what they're doing. And also, what else is attractive about you is that whatever you do is fortunate, or is bringing you fortune, or people feel like it's going to bring you a lot of fortune. Because look, the last card we got is the 10 of Pentacles. So again, there's something about your potential to earn money, or I heard you smell like money, or you just look like you are wealthy and abundant. You look like you have prosperity. And if you don't feel that way about yourself, whatever, what have you, people also feel like you look like you'll go work for it. Like, you're not interested in having a rich, wealthy partner because you're going to be the rich, wealthy partner. Okay. So that's interesting. Actually, why am I clearing these up? So let's go ahead and see what is the biggest or most common reason why the opposite sex wants to approach you. What about you just draws the opposite sex in towards you? Besides what you do for work or how you work, as we can see here. Okay, so we have the carnivorous flower fairy. A tempting offer has a high price. Yes. So once again, with taking the lead, it's like they can't come to you. I mean, not taking the lead. Watch and wait in reverse. You will not wait for someone to be all that you need. That's how the opposite sex feels. You're very tempting, but at the same time, you have a high price because you're very valuable. You hold a lot of value to people. People don't want to just one and done you. Or I mean, even if there are people that do want to do that, they also see you have a high price tag, as in you're very valuable. Once again, your worth and your value comes from within. So if you steady working on yourself and you really are in your bag, yes, people, especially of the opposite sex, feel like that contributes to your value as a person, as a woman, as a man, and they're attracted to that because you're just not like other people with this high price. Like, you're tempting, but you genuinely are deeper than what people see. There's more to you than what they see. So it's not like they're only getting a pretty face, or they're only getting a guy with a really good body, or a really handsome man, or a really attractive woman. There's deeper parts to you that make up how valuable you are. And to further highlight that, they can't find this nowhere else with the Tower. It's like you're one of a kind. That's how people feel. You're one of a kind. So people of the opposite sex feel like, okay, yeah, I really want pile 3, but I really have to be ready to put in the work because pile 3 is not going to wait on me to mess them over. Pile 3 is, going to move on with or without me, going to succeed with or without me. So we have Eclipse Mermaid, a powerful energy shift. Yeah, what did I tell you when you walk in the room? Energy shift. I can't make this shit up. Yes, quite literally, when you walk in the room, everybody feels it. Like, everyone is looking at you. Everyone is thinking, oh, who is he? Who is she? Where did they come from? Who invited them here? I need to talk to that person so they can introduce me. All right. Yeah, the energy of the room just changes when you walk in, and everyone kind of pivots and notices your energy, whether you notice it or not. Look, why? Because Violet Dutch is stifled, bored, and stuck because other people, it's like the energy is just stuffy till you walk in. And then what I say, a breath of fresh air, people finally get to do that deep breath when you walk in. Like, you just bring in fresh energy. You bring in the energy of change, and the energy shifts. So people can't help but notice you. Look, we have Back Off, Voodoo and Blue. So, wow, people who aren't even your man or your woman want to tell people to back off of you. Like, when you come in, it's like people try to be like, dibs, I call dibs, or, I'm going to approach them first. People are already putting themselves in competition to kind of get at you. People are already telling their friends, okay, no, I'm going to say something to him first. Okay, no, I'm going to approach her first. Back off, back down, because I'm going to say something. Because everybody want to get out of this energy that they were in, stifled, bored, and stuck. Everybody is feeling like, shit just wasn't as live or as popping when you wasn't around. And they want that all the time. So the last card we have here is Grumpy Red Fairy. Yup, be your true self. Period. So people want to approach you because you're extremely attractive. You hold a lot of value, a lot of worth. People of the opposite sex also feel like you're very honest about who you are as a person. Like, you're just a really unique individual. You're so unique. People feel like there's no way you could be lying about who you are because it's too many moving parts to who you are as a person that just, like, you have to be doing that because you really like it. And that's how people feel. Like, there are things that you do or you say, and it's like, that really has to be their personality because they don't ever switch up. Like, that really has to be something they enjoy doing because it's not something that a lot of people do for fun. Or you may even do things that other people get ostracized for or called out for, and you do it because you like it. For example, like tarot readings, And And not that you do tarot readings, but for example, some people are ostracized or say it's like devil work and stuff. But at the end of the day, I do it because I love it. So couldn't nobody ever come to me and be like, oh, you just do it for money. No, I do it because one, I love it. And two, I love helping people. So it could be the same for you. People feel like you have ulterior motives, but good ulterior motives. Like you have a mission or a purpose and all the things that you do, pile 3. Let me stop sitting here rambling and gushing about how great y'all are, because clearly that's what all of this is about how great the opposite sex thinks you are, pile 3. That's all I have for you today. Please check the description box if you like a personal reading with me. Thanks so much for watching. Comment below if this resonated. If it did not resonate at all, please feel free to check out any other piles you feel drawn to on my channel or other videos I meant as well. Bye.